Hi there, my name's Stephanie from People and Dogs Sorted, and today I want to talk about separation anxiety. So like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's get cracking. So for some of you who have dogs that suffer with separation anxiety, this might be a long road. It's not something that a wild pack of dogs would readily do, which is to leave one dog solely on their own. Usually they're left in small groups when they split up, when they divide. So it is not a natural thing necessarily for your dog to feel comfortable with. So it's something that we need to practice, and we need to teach them that they are safe when they're left on their own. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the top tips, ways that you can get started and help your dog lead a calmer life when being left at home for short periods of time. So there are two types of separation anxiety in my head. Go with me on this, I'll explain. One type of separation anxiety is a dog that fears for their own safety when they are left alone. Okay. The flip side of that is a dog that is left alone and fears for your safety. If you put yourself in a position of parent and toddler, okay, if the parent locks themselves out of the house and the toddler's on the inside, it's the panic that goes through your mind because the toddler is not safe without you, okay? And the flip side of it is the toddler that gets really, really upset in the supermarket because they've lost mum, yeah, and they don't feel safe on their own. With me? That's pretty much how it works. So let's get started with my top tips for helping your dog manage their separation anxiety. Flitting is a great way to begin and is an activity where you leave the room for a matter of seconds and then return to your dog. Here you can just see Indiana's ears at the bottom of the screen. It was a challenge filming this so that you can see it clearly, but I'm hoping that you get the idea. This activity can be done with the door closed or open, but as you can see, sometimes I disappear out of sight completely and other times he can see me the whole time. It's all about customizing this technique to what works best for your dog. Say it with me now, every dog is different. As you can see, neither me nor Indiana are perfect. So when I ask him to wait and he follows me into the kitchen, we stop, go back, and we try again. I've deliberately left the sound on the original video here so that you can hear that everything is quiet and calm. Wait. Hey, he got it that time. We're trying to make things as normal as possible. So I'm not making a big fuss of things when I return to him. Just a little touch on the head and a good lad. That's all that's needed. Wait. Here I ask Indiana to sit, which is just because I'm aware of him staring at me waiting for the next instruction. I will link my video explaining the difference between wait and stay in the description of this video, which might help explain this a bit better. Here I take a moment to praise him for a good job while the kettle finishes boiling. Indy's fairly used to demonstrating things like this, but it's important to show them that you're pleased with them and what they're doing. Some dogs will pick this up really, really quickly and others might take longer. So take things at the pace that your dog needs. So quick skip ahead and my tea is ready. And I return to Indy with a well-deserved biscuit for him too. good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, I don't like that. He is a good boy. Come on. Good boy. What a good boy. Exercise. I talk about its importance all the time, and here is no exception. If our dogs are physically and psychologically tired, it makes more sense to them to stay behind. It will be more likely for them to settle more quickly, rather than having lots of energy fueling the anxiety. Here, Indy shows you some of our rural walks. Long line walking, if you're not yet ready to let that lead go completely. Find it games, which are designed to keep him focused on me and the sense that I provide him. And some good healthy digging. Just make sure that it's not in your neighbour's flower bed. If you own a crate of the right size and you're happy to use that, then this can be your dog's safe space. However, if you don't have a crate or you do not wish to use one, then creating a safe space is simple and can just be between two sofas with a blanket over the top. Make it cosy and comfortable. If, like me, your dog is a little too large for most safe spaces, then you can create one anywhere if your dog feels safe. Under the stairs, in a specific corner, or even under a table. Whoops. For dogs who fear for your safety when you're gone, setting rules, boundaries, and expectations is a healthy way to build your relationship with your dog. This doesn't mean that you have to be the strict disciplinarian. You can teach them through games, activities with positive reward. We want our dogs to understand that we set the rules, so that they trust that we can take care of ourselves and they don't need to worry when we're away from them. Making the most of your local professionals can be a lifesaver to a dog with separation anxiety. So check out your local dog walkers, doggy daycare, pet sitters. Explain your situation to them. I am sure they will understand your position. This can help to break up the time that your dog spends alone and can also lead to lovely friendships with other humans too. So ask what your local professionals can do to help you. So let's just have a brief roundup of what we have covered. So we have covered exercise. I cannot tell you how important it is to sufficiently drain that energy from your dog. Think about it in human terms. If we are under-exercised, either psychologically or physically, we've got a lot of energy for overthinking the situation. Right? Dogs are no different. So this can really help them. Practicing flitting backwards and forwards. Can you leave a room and come back into the room without your dog becoming excessively anxious or excessively excited when you return? And to add to that, making sure that you're leaving and returning is nice and calm and relaxed. It's not about ignoring. Remember that. It's not about ignoring them. It's about making the activity normal. Okay, so it's not about not giving them any attention. Don't give them any attention. You can give them a little bit of attention, but you're not trying to draw attention to what they've done. Okay, because it's normal. This is everyday life. All right, sometimes we can get a little bit bogged down on the ignore the dog. Yeah, when it's you and they know you and they get excited when they see you, it's not necessarily about ignoring the dog. It's about making it seem like it's an everyday, all the time, normal activity and they don't need to get anxious or overexcited. And for those dogs that are fearful of your safety, making sure that you're setting those rules and those boundaries, you've got that follow through as well to make sure that your dog knows that you're perfectly capable of looking after yourself. Thank you very much. I don't need your help on this occasion. Checking out your local professionals. This is a fantastic way of helping you get started so that you can practice that shorter leaving and coming back time, and you can use the local professionals, doggy daycare, dog walkers and things like that to break up the time that they are spending on their own. And again, you want those people to be calm. If they're dog walkers and dog sitters that are just popping in and out, you want them to come in and, again, not give any excessive amounts of excitement to the situation, because it's perfectly normal. You know, human leaves, human comes in. Hey, that's what happens. We're trying to make it normal. For those dogs that are fearful for their own safety, creating that safe space is a great way of reducing the space so that they can see the only entrance to their little den. They can see danger coming and they feel like they're hiding. They feel like they can tuck themselves away and not be noticed by anyone. That can be a really, really comforting thing for a dog that is frightened for their own safety if they have a nice safe space to go to. Do you have a dog suffering with separation anxiety? Drop me a comment in the comments box if you have found this video helpful. Also, if you found this video helpful, hit that thumb and tell me that you like this video. It's great feedback for me to find out which videos are actually giving you the information that you want. So please give me the feedback. If you've had a dog that has suffered with separation anxiety and you've managed to solve the problem, did you use one of these techniques, or do you have something else that maybe I've missed? Because it's very possible. Do you have something else that you've tried that's worked really well? Drop a comment in the comments box, because it might really help somebody out. Huge thank you as well to my patrons. I love you guys, you're amazing. Liz and Jamie and my wonderful Isabel. You guys rock. Your support is so very, very welcome. And if you would like to consider becoming a PADS patron to get all the benefits and all the rest of it, then please follow the link in the description box below, which will give you a link to where you can find out more information on that. I will also leave a link in the description for all of the local professionals to me, or at least some of the local professionals that may be able to help you out if you are local to me. Then you can check those guys out. Finally, guys, please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I currently have 207 subscribers and I'm really excited. I aimed to get to 200 by Christmas. I managed that because you guys are amazing. So please remember to hit that subscribe button before you go anywhere. I hope this has been helpful. Drop me a comment, hit the like button, all those feedback. I'm excited to read your comments. I read all your comments and I use them as inspiration to film future videos. So take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon.